that she took to Twitter to document this man essentially being kind and asking her if she needed help with the weight. I mean, how do people not feel compelled to defend men when circumstances like this happen? This guy is at the gym minding his business. When you're at the gym, you will glance the other way. I have glanced at people in the gym. Sometimes I'm just watching a guy with his weights. I'm like, is he really gonna...
On God, sometimes you're just fucking people watching. What the fuck? People watching has become a crime nowadays, you guys.
It happens anyway, and I get frustrated. It's normal for girls to feel this way because it happens often. Yeah, that sounds like a girl who experienced a trauma. Definitely, that sounds like a girl who experienced a trauma at the gym. And so, obviously, we all wanted to know, what did this guy do? And thankfully, she had a video. She was recording him. You're not gonna believe it, guys. He glanced at her, I think 5 times. Let's actually just watch this video because it's just so insane.
This is how to not approach girls at the gym.
He's glanced, and she's screaming, "Feral, feral, feral."
Catch people. Act. Oh, this is nothing.
It's a lot of time passing. He has not looked at her. Oh my gosh, he stared. He stared. He did not stare, actually. He glanced. She caught him glancing her way. And if you're wondering why he's glancing, he's now glanced about 4 times. He walks over and he asks her if she needs help putting the big weight on the barbell. And she says no. And then you don't see him again. So he comes over, you see him glance about 5 times as she's starting to adjust the weight. And he comes over and he asks her, do you need help? And she says, no, I'm fine, it's all good, it's all fine, whatever. And she's having a full internal breakdown calling him feral, 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 so much so that she took to Twitter to document this man essentially being kind and asking her if she needed help with the weight. I mean, how do people not feel compelled to defend men when circumstances like this happen? This guy is at the gym minding his business. When you're at the gym, you will glance the other way. I have glanced at people in the gym. Sometimes I'm just watching a guy with his weights. I'm like, is he really gonna...
On God, sometimes you're just fucking people watching. What the fuck? People watching has become a crime nowadays, you guys. Not even that. What if she's standing in front of a mirror? What if she's actually working out close to the weights? Oh my God! He's not looking at the weights. He's obviously looking at her ass. He's obviously undressing her. He's obviously undressing her. What? What?
Gonna be able to lift all that? Like glancing 5 times? I mean, these were not stares. A stare would indicate that he had to have held the look for longer than 3 seconds. He doesn't. It's a glance, as in checking your surroundings, but it's her way. And then he sees her with this very big barbell, offers if she needs help. She says no, and he walks away. We never see him again. But this has represented some trauma for her. Maybe something's happened to her. You're thinking maybe something happened in her history that makes her fearful of men. Don't mind the fact that she is dressed in the shortest possible shorts that you could possibly find to go to the gym. I'm not saying she can't, but I'm saying for someone that says she absolutely hates all forms of attention from men, you would wonder, why would you wear this, right?
That's like a guy going to the gym in a fucking Speedo. Why are you looking at my junk? Literally causing an issue. Why are you... You know what this reminds me of? This kind of reminds me of the trans person that went to Blockbuster talking about misgendered, made it a huge ordeal about being misgendered, and the person, the GameStop employees just looking back at the camera like, what did I do? What is going on? I didn't know that literally just doing my job was going to elicit such a response. This guy at the gym was probably like, what the fuck? I'm just being here. I'm just taking a breath. God damn, he looked like he was doing box jumps or something. What the fuck? You gonna have to look around. Like, what do you, like, when you tired, what are you supposed to do? You just supposed to stare at the ground now? Just, you can't even look up at your surroundings anymore. You, like, what the fuck? Candace Owens. I stand corrected. Miss Owens. You can have my vote. You can have my vote.
Are you you expecting people not, a woman, I would look at a person that was wearing shorts that was this short, right? Just because like, I'm wondering how far can you get that up your butt before you have a wedgie? So it's just, I'm curious, how far can you get your butt before you have a wedgie? I'm not trying to sexualize her, I'm just, you know, curious. Just curious. But no, guys, it gets worse. So Jessica Fernandez, who was so traumatized by this man glancing 5 times and then asking her if she needed help with her weight, it turns out that if you want to, you can subscribe to her fan house. If you're wondering what fan house is, you can pay $9.99 a month. Here is actually what she's pinned to her fan house. Hey everyone, welcome to my fan house. From group chats with the community to direct messaging me, respectfully please, to pay per view content and special requests. Rather than the tiers on Patreon where you wait for content, you can get it how you want, when you want. I hope this platform is able to bring the community together and provide a place for friendships to blossom. Friendships she's looking for as she is dressed in a Playboy bunny costume. Yeah, she's in a Playboy.
I'm out. I'm out, y'all. Fuck. What is this world I live in? What is this world we live in? I'm out. I'm out, man. Fuck this shit, bro. I'm out. What the fuck? What is this? What is this world? Wow. And I bet you she made thousands off of this. Whoa. Come on, Candace. Come on, Candace. She just earned the sub, man. Everybody subscribe to Candace Owens. Subscribe to Candace Owens' podcast. Press all notifications so we can see what she be talking about. Subscribe to Candace Owens, man. Wow. We need women to actually really talk about this shit, man. Because obviously, men talking about this isn't working. Obviously, men talking about this is just misogynistic. So how about we have more women talking about this just downright unethical, absolutely horrendous behavior. Absolutely horrendous behavior. No, these girls aren't going to be held accountable. And fuck this shit like, oh, well, they're going to be held accountable and hit the wall. Fuck all that shit, man. You know, they talk about people say, hey, I want my roses right now. We need to give them their punishment right now, today. Fuck all this shit, man. We need to cancel some of this shit, man. Y'all want to cancel? Bro, come on, Candace.
Boy, bunny costume. Holding her breasts, wearing stockings, and bending over with bunny ears. You guys know how much I hate bunnies. Well, Jessica Fernandez is wearing bunny ears. And by the way, I want to be very clear. Even though she's dressed seductively, holding her breasts, and wearing a Playboy bunny costume in this pay-per-view subscription service fan house, she does not want your attention. If you think she looks a little suggestive there, then the fault is on you, because what's wrong with you? Why would you look at a girl in a Playboy bunny costume? Everybody knows that the Playboy bunnies were doing things that were highly moral at Hugh Hefner's house. They moved in with that 80-year-old millionaire and hopped around like bunnies and kissed him and called themselves his girlfriend because they were setting the bar for morality. Because they were deeply faithful Christians, that's why. And if you think otherwise, if you've maybe watched a documentary and saw that they were all on drugs and they were all sleeping around, and a lot of these women went on to speak about all the disgusting things that they did, shame on you. Because Jessica Fernandez is not wearing that costume for that reason, just like she doesn't wear her booty shorts, barely booty shorts, for that reason as well. She does it because she's scared of guys. All I can say to that, Jessica, is you are the reason I hate modern feminism. And you are the reason that people like Andrew Tate exist. I'll guarantee you know that guy's probably listening to Andrew Tate in his ears, who is saying it's okay to be a man because you have people that are pretending that everything you do makes you a predator. You're not allowed to exist. If you glance, you are wrong. So when somebody comes around and says, no, you are right, and gives you the opposite sort of extreme, it's likely that men are going to lean toward that because women are acting insane. She's everything that is wrong with modern feminism. I'm sure she'll get a bunch of subscriptions for people to not look at her in her Playboy bunny costume. All right, guys, the next portion of the show is going to be available exclusively on Daily Wire Plus.
Candace Owens for president 2024. Okay, actually, Candace Owens for president 2028 because Trump, and we need Trump back, man. We gotta have Trump back for 2024, you guys. Trump, baby, let's get Trump back for 2024, man. Candace Owens as the runner-up. Trump 2024 with Candace Owens as the VP. Let's go. Let's go. Come on, man. Come on. Joe Biden, you answered with fucking Kamala Harris's bitch ass. How about we come back with another black woman? Let's bring Candace in this motherfucker, man. Let's bring Candace in this motherfucker, but Candace, you got my vote. Candace. No, but on a serious note, you guys, I think everything that she is she's really bringing to light is absolutely serious. You know, I as someone who grew up in a household with pretty much nothing but women, you guys, I got to hear all the horror stories, the tragedies and stuff like that. You know, I have, you know, my mom has told me very sad stories, and so, you know, I never would like any kind of form of humiliation or anything like that going through, you know, for any kind of girl. When I was in New York, matter of fact, I was with my ex and she was getting catcalled while I was with her. You know what I mean? Like so like shit. When I came to Dallas, I was getting catcalled as a guy, and so like, you know, I know how it feels. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I never would wish that upon anyone, but there's a way to do it and there's a way not to do it, you guys. This is just unethical in all fronts, you guys. There are things that if you're a religious person, you guys, there are things that you know, in the Bible, they say there are like 10 sins. I think there are greater than that. I think there are more than that. This has to be a sin at some level, you guys. This has to be some sort of affront to the goodness of humanity. How can you trust anyone when this type of shit goes down? It's funny because you know the saying, whoever smelt it dealt it. It's like in school, it's a funny little saying like, oh, you call someone else, you know, but there's actually some wisdom in it. Whoever smelt it dealt it, meaning the person who called out something is probably the person that did it. Think about Among Us. You're the one that's blasting the little red button, trying to put the blame on someone else when you're the actual person who killed someone. This girl, Jessica Fernandez, is actually the one harassing a guy, calling him Pharaoh. Oh my God, I can't believe it. And you have a whole OnlyFans, you're promoting it, you're talking about the injustices. This sounds like the Johnny Depp Amber Heard situation, you guys. This is just not okay. And women should feel very much disrespected for other women doing this shit. You are refuting and you are delegitimizing women who are genuinely going through sexual assault. It's hard to identify the people who need to be punished, who need to be have justice served to them, when you're calling every single person an antagonizer, when every single person that you come across, every little glance, every little response, every little thing, God forbid a guy has interest in you and like to take you on a date, holy shit, he's gonna damn near be accused of harassment at that point, you guys. This is why a lot of men don't approach women these days. This is why the modern dating scene is put on Tinder, BOK, Hinge, online, Instagram, shit like that, you guys. Long are the days, longest. I mean, it used to be American women. Now it's damn near all women at this point, you guys. You don't even know what the fuck to do. God. So it's your brother Trey, man. Like, comment, subscribe down below. Hit that all notifications bell, you guys, so you can guys get this the high tier, highly educated content. Yeah.